morning and welcome to the Daily Digestion channel. Today we're going to be talking about overindulging over the holidays and how you just have to get back on your regimen. You can't let it get you down, folks, just because you overindulge and you eat too much over the holidays. It's been the 4th of July weekend and everybody around here is partying, doing fireworks, and it's just a time of rest and relaxation. And even if you're not doing fireworks, even if it's just the weekend and you know you're out there with your family or whatever it is. I mean, it doesn't have to be the 4th of July. It can just be, you know, a day where it's the weekend and you overeat. So, you know, when this happens, what do? We just get right back up again. Guys, we get right back up again and go for that morning walk. Drink your lemon water that day. Today, I've pledged to myself that I'm going to do 10,000 milligrams of vitamin C. I'm going to do my yoga today. You know, these are things that I should be doing every day. And I'm going to go swim today. I'm going to really try to, you know, keep into my regimen of things, and my hair is totally getting on my nerves. But anyway, bad hair day for sure. Maybe the lighting will help. Yeah, that helps a little bit. But you know, you got to stay consistent. Even though you screw up one day, even though you overeat, like last night, I mean, it's confession time. I overate. Instead of eating 2 cookies with my ice cream, I kept going back for the box and I had like, I don't know, 5 cookies, 10 cookies. And then instead of eating 1 Cliff Bar, I ate 2. And guys, before I went to bed, my stomach looked so bloated. It was ridiculous. Like, it wasn't comfortable. And I was like, why did I do this to myself? I'm uncomfortable. But I just was wanting to eat more. I was like, I'm so hungry. I want to eat more. And so, yeah, I was cramming it in, folks. It's not, you know, that I was, you know, that I've got digestion issues. It's just I ate too much. And when you eat too much, that causes digestion issues. So you got to be careful. You can't overdo. But so this morning, you know, after I expelled all that garbage out of my system, it wasn't garbage, it was good food. But after I went to the bathroom and everything, I was like, okay, it's time to get back on my regimen. And I feel good. I feel good. It's no big deal. I'm not gonna let it get me down. I'm not gonna freak out. I'm just not gonna do that for a long time. You know, when you have those experiences, you're like, I'm good. I'm not gonna do that for a while. But Jet's over there eating some nettle. My dog. If you don't know who he is, let me show you. Jet, sit. Jet, sit. Sit, Jet. They never mind when you want them to. Jet. Well, anyway, so he's not going to cooperate. He's got to go to the bathroom. That's what's on his mind. But I read a lot in the iodine book last night, and I want to do a follow-up video of the iodine protocol and about the supplements that you need to take along with it. And you know, it's just amazing how the iodine has helped my body. You know, I'm not bleeding like I was doing on my periods. It's been a huge transformation. And all of these are side effects of taking the iodine. Improved periods. It balances your hormones. Your breast tissue becomes healthier and supple, you know, like you're soft instead of being hard. Most women, they have PMS symptoms and their breast gets swollen and hard around certain times of the month. And guys, I was one of those women for years. I had breast problems, and they are real. And the heavy menstrual bleeding. If you have irregular periods, cramps, all of these things are not normal side effects of the period. A period is not supposed to come once a month and leave you like you feel like you've been ran over by a truck. That's not normal, and it's not natural, regardless of what the healthcare industry tells you. It's not true, and it's not normal, and it's not natural. So, you know, that's a big deal to get that under control, because my periods were so bad. Literally, it would take a week before my period to adjust, and a week after. I would get so tired. It was unbelievable how I felt. It was a nightmare. But now that's completely under control. I was even anemic, and I tried going to a kinesiologist and everything. I went to the OBGYN. I tried everything. I tried every diet, every herb, formula, everything. But iodine was the game changer. It was the one thing that changed it all. And it could come to find out, it's all related to things I was eating and foods I was consuming in my environment. For example, bread. I used to be a huge bread lover. And even after I quit eating it, after I quit eating the bread, I still had the bromine in my system, because bromine was replaced with iodine. They used to put iodine in our bread supply, and they changed that to bromine. So they put bromine in all the bread now, unless it's organic. If it's organic bread, it doesn't have it in it. But what the bromine does is it attaches to the receptors of the ovaries, the uterus, the breast, the thyroid, prostate, and it attaches in the parathyroid. It attaches to the receptor sites, and it will not allow iodine to enter into these organs that need it. That is why there's so much breast cancer. It's linked to this. There's the studies in the book that I've been reading by Brownstein. He has case after case where he's helped people. And what happens is when you take the iodine, Lugol's iodine, or the other type of iodine that he talks about in the book, there's several types you can take. But you want an iodine that has the mixture iodine and iodide. Just one of the solutions. It has to be both the solution. It has to be the two together in a solution. But when you take that, it pushes the bromine out. it actually makes your body excrete it through the urine. And they can do these tests, these panel tests with urine, and it shows how this happens. And then they know that people are getting the adequate iodine is after a bromine goes down. Like, say they were at 145% excretion of bromine. So then, after they've been on the iodine, 50 milligrams is what he recommends to start out to excrete the bromine out. And this is also excreting other toxins. These toxins are called halogens. There's good halogens and there's bad halogens. Iodine is one of the good halogens. Chlorine is a bad halogen. Bromine is a bad halogen. They put bromine in asthma medication, antidepressants. The list goes on of what they actually put these in. They put this in products that people are consuming. But bread is a biggie. It also can cause schizophrenia, which is a very serious illness that affects people's quality of life. So what's the answer to this? Natural solutions, vitamins, minerals. If you don't know what orthomolecular medicine is, look it up. That's basically where you introduce vitamins and mineral supplements that your body is deficient in that's causing diseases, and use that as a treatment option. But so back to this issue of the iodine, and I had tried so many things for years. Another thing about the iodine, when you take it, you want to make sure you're getting 200, I believe it's micrograms or milligrams, I'm not sure, of selenium. And the Thorn supplements are great to take. I learned that from Conscious Calisthenics. That's a YouTube channel that I highly recommend that you go to just get some basic health information, and some fruit Dan. But he recommends the Thorn supplements, which is the extra nutrient formula. And basically that's really all you need. And you need some added magnesium, probably about 400 milligrams a day should do it, and 3,000 milligrams of vitamin C added. And I take other supplements as well. I take other herbs because I just kind of like to try different things, and I like to see how it makes my body feel, regardless of what panels say or what people say or all these studies say. You know, you really have to be the judge of your own body, because and if you try something and it doesn't make you feel good, stop taking it. It's that simple. The one thing about the iodine is when you first start to take it, you will start detoxing, and you won't feel as, you know, you'll kind of feel cruddy at first because your body's excreting a lot of these toxins out of your system. And guys, these toxins are wreaking havoc on your system. Like, it is serious what it's doing to people. It causes fibrocystic in the breast, and people just have no idea. You know, the iodine is not as available into our food supply. Even if you're on an all raw food diet, you're not going to get, when you're so deficient and you've been deficient for years, you need something strong. You know, this little thing oh, I'm going to take my multivitamin and I'll be fine. Guys, that's just really not going to do it. And I know some of you are at the point to where you're just like, taking a multivitamin is a big deal. But, you know, that if you can take a multivitamin every day, that's going to be like huge. Do it. Every day, do something new and better for your body. Start out small. For me, when I first started on my health food journey, I quit drinking sweet tea with my lunch. Jet, no. I quit eating sweet tea with my lunch. Look at this cabin behind me. Isn't that cool? That's my neighbor's cabin. Jet, stop. My dog is getting on my nerves. But, Jet, come here. Isn't that cabin super cool? It's like a cabin from the 1800s. Sorry, I am just not that good with the iPhone. Okay, there we go. But isn't that really cool? It's an old cabin from the 1800s. I mean, it's like really old. And it's really cool. Nobody lives in it. My neighbor just comes and tends to it every once in a while. I think they had it transported here, but it's really old-timey. Like, it's all one room basically. There's an upstairs and a downstairs, like a little loft. It's got a fireplace, a real stone fireplace. It's really nice. But back to what we were talking about, the iodine therapy. Guys, I really can't say enough about it. It changed my life. I looked everywhere on how to get my periods under control. For me, it was my periods that was dominating my whole life. It caused a trickle-down effect of everything. I mean, one sick organ in your body can cause so many other sicknesses in your body, so many other problems in your body. So you want to tackle these things one at a time. You don't want to go crazy, but the thing is, start with the sweet tea. Just quit drinking sweet tea. That's it. You know, the next month, stop doing coffee. You know, or next week, whatever you feel comfortable with. Take baby steps. If you need baby steps, take baby steps. If you're one of these all-in-all people that's just like, I'm going to do it, cut it all out. Start eating salads every day with your meal. Quit doing the coffee. Quit doing the caffeine. Start eating, you know, a fruit meal for breakfast. Whatever. Do a smoothie. Just the one thing you can start doing is do something positive. Start with a fruit smoothie in the morning instead of a coffee, you know, and put some supplements in it and just see what a radical difference that's going to make in your life. But just start and, you know, and just take one day at a time and pray, ask God to show you the way. He will. He will show you the way. Or if you don't believe in God, you believe in Jesus, ask Jesus to show you the way. Whatever your faith is, if you don't believe in that, then ask yourself innately, your own innate intelligence. Ask yourself, show me the way. I need your guidance. Whatever you believe, whatever your religion is, whatever your faith. But just start. You'll feel so good that you're getting the power back. You're taking control of your life. Empowerment, guys. Women, after childbirth, it is a really rough road because you're taking care of another person. And then it's like keeping that in balance, taking care of the person, and then, you know, taking care of the little baby, and then trying to take care of yourself. That's a hard thing to do, and it can get out of balance real quick, especially if you have multiple children. But long story short, back to the iodine. which is amazing, and I can't say enough about it. It totally changed my life. And I didn't realize it till I went to a forum. I stopped taking it, and my period started getting really aggressive again. I was like, what is going on? I had been on the iodine for a month, and my periods had started to get further apart. Like, instead of a 28-day cycle, I was getting a 31-day cycle. And that had never happened before. And I mean, just 4 more days on my cycle, and having that energy before, you know, the explosion of, I'm not even going to say it because there might be people watching this that will get grossed out, but, you know, losing that much nutrition from your body, that much blood is traumatic. And it takes so much of your power and your energy. It was just horrible. And I lived that way for years. So being on the iodine for a month, seeing how that changed everything, it may have been a month and a half, maybe 2 months, you know. But I remember taking about 2 bottles of it from the natural food store, because I started out with the pills that they had there because I was scared. I'd heard all this scare stuff about it for years. I'm 47. So, you know, I grew up from the era that, oh, you can OD on iodine. It's like you can stain your clothes with it, but it's not going to hurt you. You know, be careful with anything. Start out in small doses. Jet, no, stop. Let's go walk over here. My dog, he starts going crazy. Jet, come on, let's walk over here. So, long story short, sorry, I know it's like, how many times am I going to say that in the video? Sorry. My mom says it. I quit taking it. I quit taking the iodine, and my periods started getting aggressive again. I was like, what is going on? Why are my periods doing this? And so I thought it was the cayenne that I was taking, because I'd heard that it will stop bleeding on your period. It wasn't the cayenne, because I started taking it like crazy. It didn't do a thing. So then I started researching about the iodine. I was like, you know what? It has to be the iodine, because that's the only thing that I had not been, you know, doing. And so I found this forum where these people were talking about, these women, and I think it's some natural like website. I can find it if you want, and I will put it in the description. But it talks about these women were like, well, I've been on the iodine and it's actually made me stop my period for a month. Like, I've not had my period for a whole month, and I'm actually skipping a whole cycle. And I was like, what? I want that. I was so sick from losing so much blood. I was like, I don't want to have a period. That's fine with me, because these were menopausal women. So I think what it did is they must have had fibroids. Now, this is just a guesstimation. I think they had fibroids, and the iodine, they had been on it so long that it actually shrunk their fibroid tumors, because a lot of bleeding is caused from fibroid tumors. That's pre-uterine cancer, guys, okay, of an unhealthy uterus. Another thing I started doing, like a lot of, is the blackstrap molasses, because I heard that will help, and I did the chase tree berry. But I did all that, and I had done that before, and that never did anything. Those are tonifying things that are supposed to help, so it's not going to hurt. In other words, it's you know, it's going to help. It's just going to give you some more nutrition. Anything you do like that is going to help your body. Red raspberry leaf tea, that's another uterus tonifying herb. It's got nutrients that your body needs. But guys, the iodine, I aggressively started taking that again. It tackled it immediately. I was like, whoa. And I've been on it ever since, and I take it. I really try to take it every day, but I'm down to a maintenance dose now that my body, and I must be going through menopause. Finally, my body is doing what it's supposed to do. You know, I mean, a lot of people go through menopause and they have it really, really bad. My menopause is good. Like, I've just stopped my period completely and I feel great. Also, I quit eating a lot of sugar. Like, I'll binge out on cookies every once in a while, just as a treat, or have ice cream, but not like I was. I was on a very high fruit diet, and I was just eating a lot of fruit. I think my sugar was out of balance. I really do. I think it was consuming too much. It is about balance, folks, and that is so important. But long story short, the iodine saved my life, and I think you should try it. I think everyone should try taking it and see what happens. I told my husband, you're going to take it. You're going to start taking it. Because I don't want him to die of cancer, prostate cancer. Because these are all of the major diseases that our country is struggling with. I mean, you have to ask yourself. Another thing it gets rid of is the fluoride that is accumulated in your body for years. It gets rid of that. So it decalcifies the pineal gland. It does. I mean, iodine decalcifies your pineal gland. There's no doubt about it. But I hope this video helped you today. I hope it encouraged you. I just decided I was going to make it at the last minute on walking my dog, and you know, like, subscribe, share, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm going to start doing some movie reviews as just like some kind of things to get people interested in my channel a little bit, because I'm not getting any subscribers. I've got 4 subscribers at this point. So that's one of the things I want to do is try to get some interesting topics that might pull some different people in. They'll be like, hey, what's that channel? Huh, I need to do that, you know, because I really want to help people. That's my whole goal and objective. I want to give back to YouTube like YouTube is given to me. YouTube is amazing. Like, I just can't even tell you how amazing it truly is. It is wonderful. There's just so much free information on here. But I hope you have a wonderful day, and hope you got something out of this, and peace.